parts are finally here. What is happening? You get out of my box. Shoot. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today, as you can see in the title thumbnail, we got ourselves performance parts for the bike, aka a torque converter and a cold air intake. Can you not get in my box? Please get out of here, cat. Cats want to be in the. You know what? Come here. You're gonna be in the video. Say hi, Ember. Say hi, since you want to be in the video so bad. Hi. Alright, so you're gonna see the cats a lot because a lot of them, they like the box. They want to be in the box. There's one sitting right in front of the box, and there's one right here, which is the one I just showed you. Get out of my box, please. And I already opened it because, you know, I had to make sure everything was there before I started filming the video. So, yeah, first we're going to take out all of the plastic. And then we got 1, 2. Maybe if I can get this one out. And 3. Alright, so in these 3 boxes right here we have, I'll open up these ones first. So in this first one, in this first box right here, this is our adapter for our cold air intake. So it's black. These will bolt into using the regular nuts for the regular nuts and studs for the original airbox. Got our choke hold down. So that's what's in this first box. This second box, as you can see on the front, it says black air filter. If it would have focused. And here it comes with a little water sock, so if I wanted to ride it in the rain or get it wet, it would be water resistant. And then right here is our intake. So it's black. Got our hose clamp right here, which will clamp onto the air filter adapter. Yeah, got an air filter. This would go over this if I wanted to ride it in the rain or get it wet, because this is like a water shield. So yep, that's our intake. And for the third and final box, we have an order sheet. We have this blue torque converter cover, which I will not be using. I will have a black one instead. I have some bolts, stickers, a card, and then we have seems to be some gaskets and a jet for the upgrade jet for the cold air intake. That way we can get more fuel to the motor, and since we have more air. Have our torque converter belt, our torque converter plate with the not sure what this is, but yeah. And then the last box, there's a box inside of a box. Come on, camera, focus. This will be our pulley, which is a juggernaut pulley. So this will hold a lot of power when I decide to fully build the engine. So this is going to be the pulley for it. This will go onto the crankshaft, the belt will slide on, and then go into the back one, and then give us our power to the rear wheels. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this kit. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get to the shop, get disassembling, and yeah, from there, disassemble, put the new one on, our new converter and cold air intake on, get it running, and then from there, go and ride. Also, if you guys haven't checked out Wednesday's or Monday's video, go check out those videos because y'all slept on them. Or not really Wednesdays because I haven't uploaded it. It's currently Tuesday. And this is going to be a long process of putting this on. So go check out Monday's video and Wednesday's video. So yep, go check those 2 videos out. We'll go ahead and get all these parts back in here. Go out to the shop, take off all the old stuff, put the new stuff on, and yeah, so cut to the GoPro now. Alright, so in the garage I had to take all this stuff out of the plastic and stuff. That way I can grab a thumbnail. So, yep, so first we're gonna grab the rolling cart. I'm going to unplug this real quick. That way I have room. Move this over here. And I can probably move this bike a whole lot closer over there. That way I kind of have some more room. There we go. So first we're gonna go ahead and remove this air box. So, and first we're gonna, oh my gosh, first. Jeez, cannot think. Cannot make up my mind. So we got that there, and then we'll take this ratchet with a good old 10mm. Yep. 10 mil, go ahead and throw an extension on. And we will take off this air box. So I'm gonna start the disassembly by first removing the air box into the drain, or into the pan. And if you're asking, yes, I use the same thing to wash the bike as I do to drain all this fluid in. And I need pliers, which are over here. Pliers. So we'll grab this little tab, pull it back, pull this off the gas tank. Boom, there's our air box. Won't be needing this again, so no, I'm just kidding. Probably sell this or something if I really needed to, but all the old parts are gonna go over here on this tray, which I kind of need to clean up. So I'll toss all these down here. Old exhaust, another exhaust, all these old parts. They're gonna be probably no longer in use, so throw them down there and forget about them. Alright, so airbox. Then we'll come over here. And then for this bottom one, which I believe is a 10mm. Yep. Right. Grab that's not the jet. Rip this off, open the bag, grab the new jet, and if we look at this one compared to the old one, should be a little bit bigger. I don't know if you can see that, but one's bigger than the other. The new one, old one. So we'll go ahead and install the new one. So you just put it up into where you took it out from, and then screw it back in. Simple as that. And if we look in there, we can see the little emulsion tube. I don't know if you can. Tighten down the jet and tighten. I don't know if you can see in there, but back there, past the startle blade, you can see the emulsion tube sticking out. I don't know if you can see that, but it's definitely back there. And if we turn this fuel on, it's just gonna spill fuel all out. So I turn that off. Go ahead and bolt this bowl back on. And actually, before I do that, I think we have some spare gaskets that we're gonna have to throw on. 212 gaskets. So I think these are to the carburetor, so we'll throw one on the back. And yeah, so we'll go ahead and kind of pull off the carburetor. And I think these gaskets are fine. We're just gonna reuse them because I don't feel like doing that, but we will replace this one, which go like this. Oop. So this one will go just like that. And then old parts, put the fuel bowl back in just by screwing it back on. Getting text messages, maybe. Nope. Tighten that down. Tighten the bowl back down. Boom. So with the bowl tightened down, we can go ahead and grab these two pieces and toss them on the rack. Won't be needing those. And then these gaskets still just go back in the bag. Don't need them. It's fine. If there was a leak, then yes, we would need them. But we do not have any fuel leaks, so we're fine. Do not need these, but they will be spared. Be used as spares. So now we will come over here, grab the new air filter adapter, and this little screw that comes with it that will bolt. If I gotta figure out which way this goes. Alright, then we will grab our air filter with the sock. And what size is this? A 10? That is probably going to be an 8. So make sure this clamp gets nice and tight this time. That way we don't have an air filter that's just flying off. Oh, wasn't on there, right? Oh, okay, we're just gonna probably end up stripping it. Alright, air filter's good, nice and tight. Now we can get to work on removing these clips, and the heat wrap is doing great at its job. Just every time I'm done writing, it always is smoking. So boom, this little cover off. Won't be using that again, which actually on the rack. Now we can get this chain off. Once the chain's off, we can get the this chain off, clutch off, this plate off, put the converter on, then we good. Alright, so now with both chains off, we will go ahead and take off that that crank thing, jeez, which we will be using a socket, and I think it's a 1/2 inch. Yep, 1/2 inch. Just faster. So with the crank bolt there, we can grab the clutch, which we will need to pry it off with a pry bar. Just get behind here. Ah, there we go. Came off really easy, surprisingly. Old clutch there. Boom. Alright, now we just gotta take all these bolts off, which I think are 10 mils. So go ahead and get all those out. Being smart now, using a power tool and not regular hand tools, which I should have been using this whole time, but I have not. Ow. So we're gonna go ahead and remove all these. There's one. There's two. There's 3. And there's 4. And I gotta cut that back piece off for the catch can. Oh, it's so nice not having a big old air box here anymore. Boom. Now this assembly should be free. Boom. Now with that free, grab all these bolts. You can see how dirty it is from when I washed it just earlier. So we'll go ahead and clean up all that, wipe it all down, get the new stuff prepped over there, and then we'll be good. Well, actually no, we gotta remove the engine, put that little rise plate that's over there under it, that way we do not have to chop this off. Or no, this off. That way we don't have to chop this bar off, because otherwise it would not fit. So we gotta remove the engine bolts, and yeah, put that plate under it, then be good. But first I'm going to clean up this area. Get this crank nice and clean. Oh God, do not fall, Jesus Christ. All right. Alright, so it is the next day. Probably doesn't seem, you know, it's the next day anyway, so you can see it's bright out. I don't know if you saw earlier or in the last clip or whatever, it was dark. So yep, new day, new energy, feeling good. So yeah, let's go ahead and wrap this thing up maybe today. So like I said, I got to get the engine unbolted and put this motorized plate in it. That way I can clear the torque converter without having to cut this bar off. So we're gonna have to go under and unbolt all those nuts from, or actually undo the whole bolt system. Oh gosh, undo all the bolts. So we'll go ahead and grab, I think it's a 12, maybe? Oh, gotta find out. I was right. 12 millimeter it was. Now with the engine fully removed, I had to take these out to get some photos. So we'll go ahead and put these back in the box just to protect them. Just put that there, belt in there. Move all this out of the way, that out of the way, and so engine's free, but I have bolts I need to put for this engine mount, which I believe are in this mess. Right here. So we're gonna go ahead and lift the engine up and over. Put it there. Boom. Move the catch can. And now we are going to clean up this plate because it is horrible. All that dirt gets under it. And yes, I may be spraying the air filter, but it is okay. It's fine. Oh my, I just threw dirt all over the place. And it just keeps going all over the place, jeez. Now we'll just keep using this one, it's fine. Just, yep, get the majority of all this crap out of here. Boom. Knock that out. We'll go ahead and grab this engine plate. We're gonna have to scoot the engine just a little bit more. So we can probably go ahead and flip that up. Move the engine just a little. Oh, hold up. That should be fine there. Not stretching the throttle cable, still got plenty of slack. So we'll go ahead and grab that. Where do I have it? Here. This bag of bolts. Alright guys, so now we have the whole engine bolted down. It was kind of a pain, so that's why I didn't film it, and it gets boring, so another reason why I didn't film it. But now we will go over here and actually kick that out of the way. We will come over here, grab this box. Oh, I probably should be more careful. And this box. Because now we get to install the actual torque converter. So this is gonna be nice. Have the pulley there, belt there. But first I gotta tighten down this bolt right here because it is just sitting there loose. So gotta figure out what size this is. Probably this. Dang, not even a 21. I best hope I have a freaking socket that fits this. Oh no. Tighten that down. Make sure it's nice and nice and tight. So now with that tightened, we can go ahead and slap it on the engine. For some reason these are not the right thread pattern, which is weird because these are meant for this. We'll just go make sure it's not just this side cover, which it shouldn't be because I have a spare one right here. These ones are actually not even threading in. Or maybe they are. Okay, so these are threading in just fine. Into this side cover. But that is a different thread pattern than this side cover. So why is this happening? I have no clue. And am I going to be able to use these? No, because they do not have enough thread to go through. So I am going to have to swap these side covers. And by doing that, I'm just going to grab this old one right here and clean it up, get it all cleaned up, make a new gasket for it, put it on that engine, or take that side cover off, put this one on, and run it. So not something I wanted to do, but it's something we're going to have to do because for some reason these are completely different thread patterns. So I'm gonna get this all cleaned up and switch it, but I'm gonna do it all off camera because it's gonna take way too long. Alright, so I just want to show the level of smartness I'm working at right now. So I put the back of the bike on jack stands, that way I can get oil from here. And I put this Ziploc bag, that way it wouldn't spill oil all on this and wouldn't get all down here. So I put a plastic bag under it, that way it drip onto the bag into there. So I'm a genius. And I'm gonna run to the store real quick, grab new oil, because this old oil is black, and I'm gonna get something better lubricating, and there's a bunch of metal in there. So yeah, leave this draining while we're gone, and yep, so we'll be right back. Alright, so it was like an hour later, and I went to the store and got some better new oil, because the old oil looked horrible. As you can see in here, all that little metal pieces and stuff you can see in there, all that like glimmer and dust and dirt, all from in the oil. So got the side cover swapped out, got this drain plug nice and tight, that one nice and tight, or not drain plug, fill bolt or fill holes. Got the drain bolt nice and tight, got just a little bit of oil, a little bit of places, but that's all right. And got the new side, not really new, but the different side cover on, clean it up, put it in there, should be good. Now we can go over here, grab the torque converter piece and thread it on now, finally. And this is a little bit heavy, so it is kind of hard to thread these bolts in. Alright, boom, now with this cover on, we can go ahead and grab this little pulley thingy, not pulley, but this little ring. Not sure where this goes. I think that's just a spare washer for that. put that on. We'll grab the Juggernaut pulley, which I actually got to grab the key for, which is over in this box. So we got the key that the pulley will sit on. That way it's not sliding around. So that'll sit just right in there. Alright guys, so it's like 4 to 5 days after, and as you can see right here, I have the pulley on, and I had fitment issues with it. The pin wasn't lining up right. I flipped it around multiple times, nothing. So I went and bought a crank puller, had to pull it off, had to do some grinding with the Dremel over there, with I had to do some grinding on the pin to get it working. So now I just have it kind of sitting on here, and I'm gonna take this off and then pull off this plate, pull off the side cover, because I got to redo the gasket, which I have. So I'm going to put a new gasket on here and then put it all back together, because it's, as you see, leaking oil through the side cover, which I drained the oil already. It's just whatever's left in the engine. So I'm going to pull this off, pull off this end piece, and then replace the gasket. Alright, it is the next day, and I've got everything put together, from all the torque converter, the gasket made. Don't worry about the cardboard. This is just what I got to do to make a new gasket. So, pulleys on, belts on. This is good, all tightened down all the way around. Next, we just have to put the chain on, and then fill her with oil, start it up. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and measure the chain, and I'm going to do that off camera because it's going to take way too long and way too boring. I do not want to bore you guys anymore because this video is already, I don't know, 50 minutes long. Not even, I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get this chain on. I'll catch you guys whenever I get that chain on. Alright guys, so now that it has fluid all in it and it's ready to get started, we're going to go ahead and give it the first start. It's full of oil. We got chain good, exhaust. Well, exhaust didn't come off, but air filter. We've got the, we got the torque converter there. And we'll go ahead and give it a first start. So we'll flip the fuel on, kill switch, choke back, and then give it just a little bit of throttle pulls. It died. Alright, well, time to replace it. No, I'm kidding. It's probably just the oil sensor. Didn't get oil properly. It is idling high because of the new air filter and stuff like that. So it is getting more air, more fuel, so it's gonna up the RPMs a little. Everything seems good. We're not just, this is oil that's just dripping off. It's fine. So I think that's good. I'll kind of clean this up a little bit. But dude, she is running. This is great news. Awesome news. Don't mind the background noise, but engine's running. Now we are going to give it just a quick little test run. So I'll meet you guys when I'm out, giving it for just a little test ride around the block to see if everything's good. So clip to that now.
Alright guys, so sorry for the video being all over the place, and as you saw, me and that kid raced, and I got him on the jump, but then he came around me on the top end, and I don't know what my speed was. It was going pretty quick, but yeah, I thought that race was pretty funny. It is a couple days later, I had to redo the gasket because the way I did the cardboard gasket was really stupid. I don't know why I did it. Oil was just seeping through, and it was leaking all over the place. So I redid the gasket properly, and I fixed the steering tube because I tightened it because it loosened, and it was way too tight, so I loosened it, so now it's nice and good. It won't fall off. I went over everything on the bike. Everything's good. Over here with the catch can, I made this little modification where it will take the pressure from the engine that's shooting into here. It'll dump the oil down, and then whatever pressure is left will go through this hose into the gas tank, therefore making pressure to push the fuel in and to this tube into the carburetor, therefore forcing more fuel into the engine, making more power in theory. And don't worry, there's vents in the side of this can to vent any crazy pressure, so it's not just shooting it into the gas tank. So it has vent holes, but this is just to help it kind of shoot in there and ventilate. So yeah, it's all good now. Everything's good. I've checked over everything. I just need to go over everything again, then we can take it out for a ride. So I'll catch you guys on the ride.
Alright guys, we're on the GoPro. Just here, cruising at 29, just like half throttle. Just gonna give it a couple like test hits here and there. But yeah, we're cruising. Everything's running good. It's going great. So let's open her up. Okay, we're not leaking any oil. Everything's good. Muffler's tight. Oh, I just burned off part of my glove. Everything feels great when I'm, wide open throttle with it. It is idling a little low, so we'll have to adjust the idle a little bit. Other than that, like no oil, so the gasket's feeling great. So that's really good. So we're gonna go ahead and keep on ripping with it. Alright guys, so as you can see, we're back, I'm off the bike and we're chilling. We're checking down here for any oil leaking, which are not, so that's great. So the gasket's going great, perfectly good, everything's holding up. But the bike runs great. It runs really great for, the parts that's on it, which is good. That's what I wanted it to. Got a little catch can hose. We got our hose that forces gas into this. Everything's good. Filter's on good. I do need to adjust the idle because it is idling really low. So I need to push in the screw a little bit. That way when this is sitting closed, it'll, idle higher. That way it was dying on me at idle. It wasn't showing it earlier. I don't know if it was just because it wasn't warm or something, but it would die on me. So it is fully done. Everything's done on it. It's ready for whatever I want to throw at it. You can see we're just out here in the open, just chilling. But yeah, it's done. I'm happy. I love it. Everything's going great. Everything's good. Engine's not loose at all, so that's a double plus. But yeah, everything's working great on it. I'm super happy. I am going to go over everything again once I get back. That way I can check over and make sure all the bolts are tight, nothing's, you know, loose or anything. But other than that, it is flawless. Everything's functioning like it should. And I'd just like to thank you guys for the support on the videos. If you haven't checked out the last video where we went in depth with the changes with the channel, go check that one out. But for the parts on it, it is a Go Power Sports 30 series torque converter, or juggerverter, because it's a juggernaut pulley. Right here is a juggernaut pulley. This is the best pulley you can get for your mini bike or go-kart for a torque converter. So I recommend getting this pulley with the 30 series setup. We got just Amazon exhaust pipe, Go Power Sports cold air intake with upgraded jet, a Predator 212 Hemi, and yeah, that's it for that. I do need to replace the brakes because the brakes are definitely getting worn. They're not as good as they used to be. So brakes need to be replaced. Tires probably need to be upgraded at some point because these tires are awful. I mean, they got plenty of life on them. I can ride them out for a while, but they're, you know, they're not the best tires for off-road. So that's, I want to get some more aggressive tread pattern on it. And but yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I'm sorry it was really drug out and long, but I mean, I wanted to show this process with you. That way you would get a feeling if you were watching this video to build your own mini bike, which you're probably not, but you know, you can see the process of well, I'm not saying it's how to install it, but the process I went through with installing it. And you know, it's really simple. Just common hand tools or power tools. Don't recommend putting this thing together with power tools, but you definitely will need like torque wrench and, you know, common hand tools and stuff for it. But other than that, it went together perfectly fine. Everything went on smooth. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I'd really appreciate if you drop a like or comment. Every interaction with the video, like, dislike, comment, anything, gets the video pushed out into the public. That way it's, you know, it's getting pushed out there and getting more views, and the channel will grow bigger. Therefore, more people will see the journey on the bike. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I really thank you guys for watching. And like, subscribe, doesn't matter, like, subscribe, comment, dislike, just interact with the video in some way. I want to hear your feedback, your thoughts on the whole bike. And yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Like, subscribe, see you guys in the next one. Bye.